Good everyone, today is March 3 and for our daily devotion, our topic is entitled God's Peace is in God's Will. Our verse for today is Acts 16 verse 25. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sung praises unto God, and the prisoners heard them. So our verse is entitled God's Peace is in God's Will. So we will never know the God's peace. We will not have it, the peace that we wanted, if it's not aligned in the God's will. Therefore, for us to have the peace that we wanted, we must do work that are aligned in the will of God. For our teaching, peace comes from knowing God's will. Just like I said earlier, if we did not do God's will or the will of God, we will not have the peace that we wanted. Therefore, we should follow and obey His will for us to have the peace. Number 2, peace comes from being at the center of God's will. So, we will have the peace that we wanted if we are in the center or inside of the will of God, if we are aligned on doing the will, if we wanted or if we are doing the will, and if we allows it to move in our life. 3, peace comes from the worship of God. So peace, kapayapaan, it came from worshiping God. So once we worship God, once we allow Him to enter our life, the peace will sooner or later will come in our life. It's not us who chase the peace, but the peace who chases us if we are on the right track or in the right direction in life. For our application, know God's will. We must find out what the will of God in our life, what our purpose in our life, what He wanted us to be part of His growing church, to be at the center of God's will, be at the center, being in the God's will, become part of the will of God, and allow the will of God to move in our life. 3, worship God regardless of the situation. Whatever situation we are in, whatever hindrances, we should keep on worshiping Him, following Him, because problems only allowed by our God, but it's not He didn't give that problems or situation in our life, but rather allows it to happen so that we will learn from it. We will have better understanding in life. So whatever situation or problems we are in, whatever hindrances that we face, we must keep on worshiping God, because it's just a challenge for us if we are truly Christians.